Hello and welcome to the Craft Lair. This is Teresa, Crafty Grams. Excuse me. It is Monday, day, I don't know, uh, day 15. So since it is Monday, I will show you Saturday and Sunday's makes. And today's uh, prompt is color of the day monochrome spread. So, my color of the day is I don't know if there is a specific color of the day. I feel like it would have been listed if it was. Um, but uh, my color of the day is pink because it's one of my favorites, and there's a lot of it in the kit. In fact, the Shabby um, portion of the 6 kits for this um, I don't know, monthly series are there's this whole one has so much pink in it. So I'm going to use those primarily. I also have brought in some outside elements. I made this frame quite a while ago. It does have some acetate. What is it? Acetate? Yeah, acetate paper. So it's got an actual frame. And then I have these um, stickers that are quite large, and I thought wowzers, I thought I would frame one of these to use as the focal point of my monochromatic scheme, color page spread, my daily spread. Hashtag my daily spread 26. So I'll just pick out a flower to use really quickly. Oh, Miss Penelope has entered the room. I'm probably getting ready to get yelled at. Hello, Penny. How may I help you? Hmm? Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go outside? Can you go outside? Sorry, I'm just teasing her because it's what I do. Right, I'm going to use that one, even though it has more colors in it than just pink, but it's a flower. That's how life goes. Right, hold on one second. I will let her out and be right back. Right, I am back. That was a considerably long break than anticipated. However, we are back. So in uh, let me show and tell what I did over the weekend. Um, Saturday's prompt was a gatefold page, so I made this gatefold, which is not perfect, but there you have it. Yeah, I need to do some decorating, figure out how to cover these very large brads, and but yeah, so there's the gatefold. Um, and I always struggle with doing what are these things called? Uh, Document closures, I guess. Anyway, and then Sunday's prompt was a tag cluster. So I made a cluster out of a tag, and I made a cluster of tags with cluster-like decoration. So I wasn't sure which way it was to be interpreted because I did not watch anyone else's videos before I made my own thing, which is what I'm trying to do. I don't want to copy anything anyone else is doing on the same day for the same prompts. So there you have that. Right. So today, as I mentioned, is monochrome. So let me get the papers off the printer because I did not do that during the break. Because duh, why would I do that? Um, so yeah, pink is my monochrome color, and here's all the pinkness. Right. So I printed off these 2 cluster pages from the Shabby collection, and I sort of pivoted from the framed sticker that I was going to do. I think I'm just going to use that lovely image there. I know it's large, than the frame, but I think it's lovely. So I'm going to do that. So there, it's my journal, and I can. And then I'm going to make I'm going to cover this page here because my printer did that thing. And so, yeah, I'm going to cover that there. I'll maybe use this part of it. So, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. So I don't have to cut that because that would be just a lot to cut. And then I'm going to make a pocket out of this, maybe, or something. Anyway, let me cut this piece of paper to width, to the width I want. So yeah, Penny took an extended break in the yard. She was doing a sunbathe on the ramp out back, which I do not understand because it is hot as brimstone out there, basically. And she already wears a fur coat, but whatever. I am merely the lady in waiting for Her Majesty Princess Penelope of Pupperton. Um, so, yeah. And during the break, I cut the ephemera pieces out and did some inking. I'm not sure that I will use all of the ephemera pieces, but they are there. And, that's just some fewer things I have to cut out. Plus a cut. All right, let me just ink this page up very quickly. And glue it down. So aside from doing my two prompts over the weekend, I also have been doing some more of the hashtag finding my floor. However, I mentioned in a previous video that Barbara at 49 Dragonflies has used ChatGPT to help with streamlining her or whatever, resetting her craft room. So I did the same thing with. I didn't use ChatGPT. I used I think it's Gemini on Google. Anyway, so yeah, got us just a little bit of a start using those ideas. And I just sort of ran with some of my own. And, during the course of any crafty existence, I do anyway. I tend to reorganize, organize, reorganize, organize, reorganize. It's just the way it goes. So I have reoffended, so to speak, in that I have covered up. I have succeeded in covering up both my Etsy station to the left of me, and I have also covered a lot of my floor back up. So I worked on uncovering the floor a little bit, but mostly I worked on my craft surface here um, and under the desk where my knees are. So yeah, I will be doing one more task I have in mind um, that involves more just decluttering, removing things from my craft space, which is, you know, where I personally struggle the most because I have things that, you know, I've saved things for a reason. I'm a hoarder of craft supplies because I don't want to use the good stuff, and I've been trying to do that. But I also have issues with like having more than I actually need of things that really can be just simply thrown away, like tags on from clothes and the things like that we as crafters, junk journalers in particular, tend to save for use in future projects. But I have more than I could possibly ever use during my lifetime. So I plan to go back through that and be much more ruthless than previously. And I don't know who said it, but it's obviously someone smarter than me. But it's a common sense thing when you hear it, but it's very, very difficult to sort of incorporate into your reality, my reality, which is you cannot organize your way out of clutter. So that is the thing. It's all in a file drawer, um, but in being out of the file drawer, it is both out of, it's not cluttering anything except that it's hidden away and I never think to use it. Um, so even when I've been using, trash materials, junk materials in my makes, I go to my sort of overflow of that, the things that I don't have room for in that drawer anymore, which is completely counterproductive. Um, I've done well with the larger trash, quote unquote trash items like cereal boxes, food boxes, and packing materials, but I've not been able to apply that same rule where if I don't have the assigned space is too full to put something in, then I can't keep it. I have not applied that to my, I guess, smaller objects. So that's where I need to spend some more time and be much more ruthless about saving that in such a way that I will use what I have, hopefully, and I will not save anymore. Right, I need a drink. So, gosh, that didn't help much. So anyway, yeah, it's, as with everything in the craft realm, it's a work in progress. Still a work in progress. But the key word is their progress. I am making progress. It is just both emotionally and physically daunting. So, small steps, small steps. And surprisingly, these AI chat things do take that into consideration. I was very surprised to hear ChatGPT's very sympathetic responses to Barbara. And so far, my own with Gemini have been the same, especially when it comes to um, preserving my uh, energy, which, I already have scleroderma, which is an energy limiting disease. Is that going to be mostly pink? Enough pink to be? I say it is, so it is. Right? Right. I didn't really measure this side of it, so I don't really know. Yeah, that works. Right, let me cut this off. I might just tear this off. Tear it up. Just tear it up. Or maybe not. Gosh. Am I that weak? Possibly. Right. There's that. Around the corners again. And ink, 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 ink. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and that you're enjoying your Monday so far. Sorry if you're of the still in the workforce. Mondays are a booger bear, I know. Been there, done that, in retail and in medicine. And food service. I have worked food service before. I did a little bit of everything, as as someone who worked their way through college. I was not, I say I was not permitted to work in high school, but I carried that through to my own children. School is your job, in my opinion, because especially since, they spend 8 hours in school and then they have potentially hours of homework to do. So I never really, in fact, I actively discouraged them from getting jobs while they were still in school. However, once I was college age and beyond, like I went to nursing school as a full blown adult with 4 children, like what was I thinking? But yep, I made it. It's doable. I managed, and my children are not all that um, damaged from it. I don't think. Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to make a pocket from that, wasn't I? Stink on a stick, man. I'll just use this. This is quite pink. Excuse me. I'll just cut it off there at that almost natural sort of line. That collage line, I guess it's not a natural line. It's collaged. And I might just put it a bit higher because I can. Just because I can. I will put a thumb notch here. Just a tiny one. See if it's anywhere close to centered. Meh, good enough. I should do that thing where, just do a little bit of a pinch pleat to find a middle, but I just don't think to do it because I don't know why. Fly by the seat of my pants. I think that's something I need to not do so much. I need to be a little more prepared, put a little more thought into what I might use during a particular video so that I then don't have to do so much, excuse me, do so much moving around while I'm filming. If that makes any sense. Like I don't have to get up and get something or stand up and get something off my shelves or, things like that. I'm trying to get used to wearing my watch on my right hand, which most left-handed people do, I think, but it's just weird to me. It's very weird. And but when I wear it on my left hand, it like my inking, it counts that as steps, which is completely and wholly inaccurate. So yeah, I'm surprised that it's that kitschy, but it is that sensitive. It is that sensitive. Okay, I love that little envelope. It's just adorbs. Right, so does that fit in there? That would be cute. Cute. Oh, So I guess I thought that I was just gonna, you know, put it in the pocket and, not put anything in it. Just make it cute and decorative. And now I've probably managed to glue the thing shut. And I can't mess with it too much because then it will come unglued. Oh, that's so cute. All right, so I don't have any pink fabric or ribbon or lace, but I might have, oh wait, I lied, I do have pink ribbon. And that, I do have sari silk, but that's a bit not the pink I was hoping for. This one, however, might work. Wish I had some that was like had been coffee or tea dyed, but I don't. So we will work with nice, clean baby pink. Get back in there. This is just a paper towel holder. High tech stuff. High tech. So yeah, I wanted to put just a skosh of it back there. I'm trying to decide if I want it to go all the way from top to bottom or just put a little piece of it. And I think I like that better. Just a little piece of it. I should probably do a little bit of measuring-ish. We measure in ishes and eyeballs around here. Just going to eyeball it. And that's about the length of it-ish. Just cut a bit off here to straighten it out as if. Oh, yeah, that is a bit straighter. Good job, me. Good job. All right. I really don't want to drag the stinky glue out just for that. So we're going to see how we go. With just some PVA glue. All right. And then glue this. Yes, I know. I'm making y'all nervous gluing on top of the open pages. I know. It's very, very risky considering that I am a very what's the word I use? I am a very chaotic is not the word, but it's appropriate. Yeah, I'm not very graceful at these things. All right, I'll leave that dry for a minute. And then I just wanted to make a cluster here. I keep trying to pick this piece up off of that piece of paper. I know. I'm a bit of work. It's okay. I'm trying not to hide the flower of this because that's the cutest part of it. I did have another one of that. Oh, here it is. I think I want this smaller one. All right, let me put this one here. Okay, and then this there. Oops. Yeah, I know. It's okay. There are better ways to do this. I'm aware of that. But, but I am also a very stubborn person, and that's the way that goes. And then I'll put that wee little button there. Go ahead and put this down on the left side. So this little rose tag is not hanging off of the page. And this is not staying down very well. Okay. And I might just make another tag for that. See what we have in here. You know what? Is that not sticking to the monochromatic rule if I have that white flower on there? Let's see what we have in the kit first of all. I don't know that this, just about to say, I don't know that this particular kit has tags in it, but there's one right there. So yeah, I'm just going to cut that one out. Scissors, I'm looking for scissors. Scissors are what is needed. Scissors are what is needed to cut things. Okay. Halfway there. Bear with me. Ooh. ink it up. And my sponge is throwing off shards, so I don't want to. I don't want to ink over my pages. Why not? Because why not? Uh-oh. Because I made a mess, that's why. That's why not. There we go. All better. And once again, I say, why not? And I'll try not to make a mess on it this time. I think that's rather cute. Okay. Now I shall put my button here. And yes, I once again made a mess. I should have had something in the holes. It's okay. I'll fix it. Lord, who do I sound like now, Cindy? That's crap, rat. I can fix it. What am I looking for? My hole punch. Here it is. Right here. In my basket. One of the things I have changed up on my desk. It made it less visually overwhelming. Okay. Now, let me get my box of goodies. And I think I'm just going to use a piece of wee pink ribbon. Like that. It's just there at the top, asking, hey, hey, pick me, pick me. That's what it was saying. So, yeah. Come on. Thank you. And I see people do this all the time, but I can't figure it out myself. You just make 2 ears and make a bow. How do you do that? How does one do that? I know not. I do not have that gift. Let's try and make the ears bigger. Yep, I'm struggling, but I'm going to get there. I am going to get there. Look at me go. Uh-oh. I don't have enough fingers. When's it going to tighten? There it goes. Wowzers. That's a very awkward looking bow. It's okay. I can fix it. Wow, that worked. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm so singularly proud of myself. I don't know. I've been watching British shows. Sorry about that. That is super duper cute. Now, how do I get it to stay there? I need the dang stinky glue. That is really, I'm like all kinds of proud of myself. That's ridiculous. But I'm very proud of myself for figuring that out live on camera. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to do this over the page. Awkward. I'm a very awkward crafter. Wowzers. Took me a while to get that out of the archives, huh? Oh, right. Now I'm going to try and cut these a little bit more evenly. Well, I didn't cut them evenly. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I did use all the ephemera I cut out. Proud of myself. Plus an extra piece. Look at that. So sweet. Come on now. Don't fight. There we go. I'm so proud of that. All right, so let me fix the holes of the button. This is Metallic Enamel Effects Basics in silver from Stampin' Up. I got it for free 99, as my children would say. My daughter-in-law has a client who gave her a goodie bag, card making goodie bag, and that just looks like a blob. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to get excited about. Okay, so there is today's make monochrome, and in case you hadn't picked up on it, the color is pink. The color for the day is pink, because the color for the day every day should be pink. Sorry, I I kind of like pink a little bit, just a little bit. Right. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's excursion down my daily spread 26 hashtag my daily spread 26. I did not use any junk for this to be classified in the Junkie June hashtag, but maybe tomorrow. So once again, thanks for watching. Craft and enjoy, y'all. Bye.